Hello, folks. I hope you can see me and hear me. Yeah, please confirm that if you can hear me and see me. Okay, good. Okay, so let's take 2 minutes. People are coming up. Okay, very good. I think we are good to go. Mm, so thanks for joining, everyone. Let me make it very clear from the very beginning. I'm not a ChatGPT expert. I just started using it a little earlier, like 6 months ago. And whatever I'm going to show you, I learned on my own. And I think you can also learn on your own. It's pretty simple and straightforward. But I thought that maybe if I could share with you what I have learned and how I have been able to save 3 to 4 hours every day, literally 3 to 4 hours every day from my schedule, you guys could also benefit from it. If not 3 to 4, at least 2 to 3 hours or 1 to 2 hours, that would still be a significant gain in your productivity. So that's what I'm going to show you few ideas how you could make benefit of it. And keep in mind, this is all related to productivity gains. So overall idea of ChatGPT is that the lower level tasks which were taking, for example, if they were taking a lot of time of yours previously, now you could assign it to ChatGPT and it could do bulk of the work. It could do all the heavy lifting, and you still have to do the finishing touches, but then significantly your work is reduced. So that's the main idea, is that your work is reduced, not eliminated. And the other thing I want to clarify going forward with AI is developing very fast. So every month, every week, we see new developments coming up. So literally in 2 years, the world would be very different. And what is going to happen that, for example, in a work environment, in a corporate culture where, for example, in a function, there are 10 people working, soon those 10 people would not be required because a lot of work is being taken over by AI. So few people would be required. So those people, if there are 10 people, and maybe with this level of development, maybe there are only 2 or 3 people are needed. So 2 or 3 people would be those people who could handle AI. So this is a good time to think little deeply. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be among 7 people who have to leave, or 3 people who have to take over all the work? So let me give you some tips and ideas here, and then we can come back to some overall discussions about this topic as well. So let me see if I could open my screens. So I'm going to show my Chat GPT screen live, and let me see if I could do that. So share screen, and so I'm doing this first time, this live streaming from LinkedIn Live, and looks like we have an option here for Chat GPT. Yeah, and now you should be able to see my screen. Chat GPT screen. Let's see. Okay, so you are seeing my Chat GPT screen. Now, what I have done to make this session very useful to all of you, rather than really writing the prompts, I have already copied them on a Word document. So it would be faster for me to copy and paste. And for your purpose, it would give you the full flavor that you will see what prompt I'm entering and what results are coming back. And I'll explain you what is happening and what was the original intention. So let me go to my Word document. So there are several areas. I have tried to find out the use cases which are more applicable to the finance professionals, but also other corporate professionals. So whoever is categorized in the category of knowledge worker could benefit from it. So let me go to the Word document here. So these are the prompts I have already written on this Word document, and I'm going to copy and paste, and you will see the results. So notice also here that there is a lot of talk about the prompt engineering, that you have to really be expert in prompt engineering, and you have to craft it, give all the relevant details, the specific ideas you want to ChatGPT to work. That is true. But what I'm showing you is a very rough cut of the prompts. So I did not work very hard. You can, if you are looking at my screen, you could also notice that there are some spell checks, spelling errors, grammar is not good, and I did not really took care of the capital letters or small letters. But ChatGPT was still able to get the message. So just to let you know the idea that you don't need any formality. You could start from anywhere, and probably it would work for you. So my first prompt is, I asked ChatGPT, let me read it for you. Create me a policy on the use of ChatGPT in work environment. This policy prohibits the use of any contents if the source cannot be verified. The policy does not allow feeding any official document in it. It requires the use of prompt only, authorized by legal department. So I just pick it up, try to create a directive to create this policy, and let's see what comes up in ChatGPT. So I'm going to copy it, and copy. And then if I go back to my main screen of, yeah, so back on the ChatGPT screen, and here I'm going to enter it. So Control V, and you see that the prompt has been entered. I just need to enter it. So enter, or just press this arrow button. Okay. Yeah, so it's creating the policy here. So general use, prohibited use, verification of information, authorized prompts, compliance and monitoring, training and awareness, review and modification, effective date and acknowledgement. It gives pretty comprehensive in a very beautiful draft form. So there are headings and subheadings and bullets and numbers. So it looks very official, very formal. And it may not be the final document you want to share within your organization, but your 90% of work is already done if you are tasked to create this policy. Now you have to pick the draft and just fine tune it, and you are done basically. So it does all the heavy lifting for you. So this is one small example that in case of you want to create a policy document, you want to create procedure document, you want to create any document, any legal contract, it would give you a very good head start. So that was one example. Let me go to my Word document again. I have a lot to show you. So I would try to be as efficient as possible. The second thing I want to show you is, let's say that we need to create an investment approval form. It's a template we need to create. So I would ask ChatGPT to create me an investment approval form. Now look at the simplicity of this prompt. There are no details. I'm just saying, I'm just asking that create me an investment approval form, and let's see what comes up, right? So come on, copy, go back to ChatGPT. And let me enter the prompt again, same place. And of course, enter. And it is now creating an investment approval form. So look at the columns and the spaces to fill in, because this form is supposed to be filled in. It's already creating certain spaces empty with some details to be filled in. Okay, so it went very fast. Yeah, document checklist also. Yeah, so it went very fast. Let me just scroll back to show you what it has created from the very beginning. So starting creating an investment proposal form involves several key components to ensure that all necessary information is captured for decision making. Below is a structured outline of what the form could include, and then investment approval form, company name, date, project number, project ID, all the standard details which you are supposed to fill in. Project overview, of course, you have to fill in, or someone has to fill in. And then strategic rationale, financial analysis, risk assessment, and mitigation strategies, due diligence. So at least it's showing you all the components which should be part of this type of approval form. An investment committee review, and finally at the bottom there is approval. Now this doesn't look like a good table form or a structured form. So let me ask the ChatGPT to create in a structured form. So my next direction is, and I would ask ChatGPT to create in a table form. So copy it again and go back to ChatGPT. And same place, you enter this prompt, create in table form. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so it's preparing to give me some output. Yeah, so look here, the same form now is available in a proper table form. That is what we usually see in the organization, right? To create this table, okay, document, open your, okay. So it is giving me instruction how to do it. So let me show you how the form looks like now. So if you look from the top, this is the investment approval form. It's in tabular form, look like a proper form, columns, all the details, empty spaces. And it's saying, giving some instructions to make an spreadsheet or Word document format. But I'm lazy. Let me ask this ChatGPT to create a downloadable form so I could really right away download it. So if I go back to the Word document again, I'm just following the sequence I have created for you. So again, notice I have not corrected the spelling mistakes and the grammar in my prompts. I'm just want to show you that how rough the prompts could be and it would still work. So now I go back to ChatGPT and ask it to make it downloadable. Make it downloadable. And let's see. Okay, it's doing something. Sometimes it is very fast, sometimes it takes a little time, but generally speaking, very fast, very quick. The other beautiful thing is that once you are on a subject matter, you don't need to repeat all the details all the time. Once you start a conversation with ChatGPT, it keeps the perspective and you could give short instructions without giving much detail. So now I ask him, make it downloadable. That was my prompt, 3 words, make it downloadable. And now it has created a download investment approval form. So I could just click on this link and it would download the document for me. So this is an example. How could you develop anything which may you require in the organization and fine tune it? The best way to get the best output from ChatGPT is to go back, and if you are not satisfied and you see there is some improvement required or some changes required, always go back and ask it again, and it would significantly improves on the previous action whenever you go back and ask for change. So this was the example of an investor approval form. Let me show you more. Okay, so next thing I'm going to show you is basically a financial analysis. Yeah, okay. The other document I'm using is basically the Word document, which probably you are not able to see. But don't worry. Once I copy that prompt from the Word document to the ChatGPT, you see that prompt fill in the space, so you can still see the prompt I'm entering into it. So next I'm going to show you is I downloaded some Apple financial statements, and I'm going to use that in the ChatGPT to create some detailed analysis out of it. So assuming that you have a set of financial statement that could be in the form of a PDF document or a spreadsheet or Excel spreadsheet or Word document, whatever, you just have to feed it in a way that it goes into ChatGPT and it will organize itself. As I said, that because I have downloaded this from the internet, so it's in the PDF form. And what I want ChatGPT to do, I would give the form and ask, so here is my prompt for this. So I'm starting a new topic. So I enter the prompt. Prompt is saying, look at the financial statements and make a critical financial analysis of this company. Now notice that I'm using 4.0, and 4.0 have some additional benefits, like I could upload the documents. You see this attachment sign? So I could upload the documents. Let me go to this, my directory, and upload some files. And here I have these Apple published financial statements. Now these statements are only balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow. So it's uploaded now. You see sign. And what I'm saying to ChatGPT, look at the financial statements and make a critical financial analysis of this company, right? Let it go. So it's reading documents, it's reading financial, exactly the same document I provided. And now it has started to write. It's creating some commentary. Yeah. So I have not provided any other information. It's only the basic financial statements. And based on that, it has created some brief analysis. So this looks very, very brief. I want a detailed analysis. So let me ask it. Make detailed analysis. It's reading the documents again. Now it is providing in categories, item by item, assets, current assets, non-current assets, liabilities, non-current liabilities, shareholders' equity. So it's analyzing item by item, and it's coming in with some more details. Yeah. So this is only for balance sheet. I could say that provide also income analysis. Provide also income analysis. Usually it comes with some details, but sometimes it changes the format for whatever reason. As I said, that if you don't see what you are looking for, should go back and ask for those information, and it would usually comply with your orders. So I see some messages that some people are saying that the screen is not moving. Only you have the ChatGPT original screen. Is that right for most people? Write in the chat box so I could read it. Yes, mean that you can. Okay, so it's working. Maybe it's one or two people's problem. Okay, screen is moving. So you're seeing what I'm going to show you. Okay, good. Thanks. Okay, so let me show you the next thing. So this is the basic analysis we ask. And as I said, that you need to really be interactive with ChatGPT to ask. It doesn't mind how many times you want to go back to it and ask for more details or specific details. So you should continue interacting unless you get what you are looking for. But let's extend this analysis to another level. And let me copy my prompt. So I want this analysis now. Okay. So it has full financial statements. And what I want to ask this, so here is my prompt. I'm asking it, make me 10 slides with visual graphics to explain the above analysis. Let's see. Make me 10 slides with visual graphics to explain the above analysis. This says analyzing. So someone asking how to get this attachment icon. It comes with the 4.0 version. You might not see that in 3.5 version, which is free. But if you have a 4.0 version, which is paid, then you will have some additional services available here. So uploading the document is part of the 4.0 version, which I'm not sure if ever be available, but that cost me $20 per month. Not bad, because I think the functionality is much more than 3.5 if you pay this. So it has created a downloadable link, download financial analysis slides. Let me see what comes up in these slides. So it's downloaded something. Let me see what it is. Okay. So it has downloaded something, but I'm not sure if it really looks right. Another thing you should try, if you are asking something which is a little different, because we ask it to visual graphics, and visual graphics may not be part of the basic ChatGPT function, but in version 4.0 there is another option available. So if you look at the left side panel, it has certain options like web browser, DALI. DALI is the ChatGPT version which is related to the images and graphics. So if I go to explore, let me show you this function as well. If I click on this explore, it will show me all the options. So you see, it is giving me several options like web browser, DALI, creative writing coach. So they are trying to make it specialized data analysis. Maybe if I use data analysis, it may give better results, or maybe DALI, it would give better results. So let me try DALI because DALI is related to the images, and I want to use some graphics to display the results, financial results. Maybe it will work here, but let me try the same prompt again. So make me 10 slides with visual graphics to explain the above analysis and see what happens. Now DALI is working. I cannot create PowerPoint slides, a set of 10 images at once. Okay, so it's not creating that. Let me add something else. So you need to keep trying. There is not much information available. What is possible, what is not possible, what works, what does not work, because these models are learning themselves. As we are interacting with these models, they are developing, they are learning very fast, and something they may not do yesterday, they are able to do today, or maybe tomorrow they are able to do more. So you need to try, experiment with it. I experimented before with this visuals and it worked. Right now it's not working. So you should not really take one-time feedback, and trying different things probably is a good idea to get what you're looking for. Let me try something else with the same analysis. So I go back to my document, and now I'm saying that, okay, I'm asking a different thing. I'm asking, analyze the attached financial statements in a story form. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. So I want to ask it to give me some storylines. So I'm using the same page and enter the prompt. Analyze the attached financial statements in a story form. Let's see what comes up. Oh, so it did not pick the financial statement. Let me do that again. So we did that with ChatGPT, and also DALI is saying that I don't have financial statements. So let us provide it quickly. Okay. And okay, good. And now let's send these financial statements. Okay, so interesting. It tried to create a story, and let me read for to you if you cannot read it. Once upon a fiscal quarter in the vast kingdom. Moving on. Once upon a fiscal quarter in the vast kingdom of technology market, there was a giant named Apple Incorporated. This giant was known far and wide for its magical products and services that charmed people from the America to the Greater China and every land in between. Beautiful. And then it's continued in the same story style. And then it so this is an inspiration. For the sake of time, I'm not reading all the whole thing. What I'm trying to show you, that you need to experiment with it, and it changes certain things based on its understanding and comes back, and maybe you find something very unique. So if you really want to create a story, not necessarily that you copy that script, but it gives you some good ideas and good insights how to create a story out of it. And again, you can go back and ask to change it again, or put some different angle to it. Let's see what next we can do with this. Okay, so this type of analysis also lead to, for example, risk assessment or forecasting. So let's try to use this, asking identify 5 potential risks in near future based on these financials, right? So we copy again and go back to the chat GPT. And here we are entering, again, this is a conversation going on. So it has the financial statements and we are asking it to identify 5 potential risks in near future. Let's see. Searching my knowledge. Okay, it's asking again for the financial statement. Let me try one more time. Okay, here it is analyzing the risks. So cost of sales and margin, operating expenses, global market volatility, inventory and receivables, long-term debts. So look, it has identified certain areas, and this is a good input for you to really make a risk assessment. And maybe you can ask it going back that find out more risk areas or more areas which are at the risk in long term and short term, and it would give you some input. So this provides a very good input for you to start developing something on. So again, some people are complaining a screen is not moving. Okay, let me see. Give me a second. Let me see if I could fix it. Stop sharing and then reconnect. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me reconnect with this thing. Present. Share screen. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Okay, now I want to show you some research you could do. For example, depending which industry you are working in, retail or in oil and gas or in manufacturing. And not only that, you have your financial statements, but you want to make analysis of the comparative scenario, the market. So how would you do that? So I did this analysis, quick analysis with my own business, which is the executive education, and that would give you some idea how this works. So so what you need to do. So I hope you see my ChatGPT screen now. Wait a minute. So for when you are if you are doing a research, and ChatGPT is different than your browser. ChatGPT is not Google or Bing or any other search engine. It has its own capability to answer your question, but when it comes to the going to the web and do some research on the web or internet, it is not as efficient. So what we could do, if you are looking at my screen here, actually there is also some quite delay between what when I'm speaking and when you are listening or seeing my screen. That's also causing problem, because if I see my screen, it's showing something different. So just bear with me. So bear with me. I'm coming back with my right screen. Okay, so on this screen, which you are looking at your screen, your monitor, let me go to web browser. So I hope you can see that the screen has changed now. Okay, so the screen moved. So, so you can notice here that I changed. If you look at the left side panel, you see ChatGPT, that's the basic ChatGPT. Then you have the web browser, DALI, and some other options, right? So if you are going to make some research, which also requires some input from the internet, use this option, web browser. So I've already used web browser, and see that after this, how does it work? So I'm going to ask it to give me some research for the executive education market, my business. So you can see my prompt now. Execute, and look again at the prompt. Prompt is very simple, straightforward, basic. I just type executive education market analysis and let it go. So now it has the capability to doing research on the internet as well. So it's already showing it's using Bing because of the Microsoft association with it. Now it's going different websites and give me glimpse of those things. Okay, so now it's giving me some numbers. The market size of executive education market in different regions, quite good numbers. Analysis by region. Okay, that's a good synopsis with a lot of numbers in it. A brief. I could ask it to make it more detailed. So let me see. Give me more details. Give me more details. Let it go. Doing research with Bing again. Current trends in executive education market 2023. Searching current trends. Visiting Northwest Education, different websites. These are the websites of the business schools who are basically the main players in the executive education market. So now it's giving me more details, right? So application-based learning, modular learning, innovation, engagement, management, leadership skills. So it provided more details, and I can keep asking it. It doesn't mind really keep going back and ask more information. But let me see if I want to extract a little different information. So I'm basically interested in CFO programs. So it's an executive education market, which is too broad for me, but I really need to understand how the other training institutions are offering the CFO programs. So I go back and it's continuing discussion. So I go back and now I'm going to ask it. Here is my prompt. What CFO programs are available in the market and how competitive is this segment, right? So from executive education, I want to dig into CFO programs market. And here it goes. Now it's doing research on Bing, executive education programs, digital Defy ND, different websites it's exploring. Okay, here is the information. Now it's basically bringing the specific CFO programs from Columbia Business Schools, from London Business School, Wharton, MIT, Wharton, Harvard, Stanford. Now look at this information. If I had to really do on my own this type of research, it may take me hours. And it has gone back based on my prompt and very specifically brought back this information. This is very useful. And you can use for your industry. As I said, that you may be in the retail industry or oil and gas or manufacturing or another industry. Ask the right prompt and it would bring the information about your competitors. So with this information, I want to ask a little more detail. So these are the main leading CFO programs offered by different business schools. I want to ask it to create me a table showing this information in more readable manner. So I go back and ChatGPT, and here look at my prompt now. This is my prompt. Now I'm asking it to create a table showing comparison of the above CFO programs, highlighting program duration, whether online or on campus, and the program fee, right? Let it go. It's working. Yeah, coming up. So it has identified program name, duration, delivery mode, program fee. Okay. So it has not created a table, but it has basically provided the information to put in a table. If I take it into Delhi, I think Delhi should be able to create a table, but I think this is good enough information for us. Let me go back and ask one more question on the same topic. And here, my next question is, okay, my next question is, find the information about a strategic CFO program offered by Mecca CFO Academy. So let me see if it could find or not. We started with the executive education market. We narrowed down on the CFO program market. Then we asked some more information. Now I'm asking it to, of course, Mecca CFO is a small institution, but let's see if it could find or not. So it's searching right now, doing research with Bing, strategic CFO program, Mecca CFO Academy. So I think it's got the website, visiting meccacfoacademy.com. And it's giving some output, okay? So a strategic CFO program offered by Mecca CFO Academy is a comprehensive 12-month structured that include 48 hours, blah, 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 all the details. Okay, good. It has brought all the details from the website, right? So I'm just testing it. I'll ask one more question, and then we'll move to the next topic. So my next question is that how does this Mecca CFO program compares with other top CFO programs? I would ask it to evaluate itself. So here is my prompt. So notice that it's a continuing discussion we are having on a certain topic. My next prompt is, how does the Mecca CFO program compares with other CFO programs? Let it go. And it's analyzing. Now this is more like an opinion I'm asking. So it's saying Mecca CFO program distinguishes itself with a focus on strategy, leadership, and digital technology, catering to senior finance professionals. It offers the 12 months and so on, blah, 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 all the information. So it's basically, after comparing, just trying to highlight the specific unique features of this program. Okay, good enough, right? So you can notice that within a few minutes, how much research you could do on a relevant topic, but be careful. It may not be possible through ChatGPT option, but if you go to the web browser, it will help you to go to the internet and bring more material from there. So when you are using web browser in ChatGPT, you are basically using the dual functionality of ChatGPT as well as web browser, and both are combined to provide you information. Let's try one more thing, more difficult. So which IFRS is the most detailed one, or the lengthiest IFRS among all the IFRS? Anybody? Can you ask her in answer in chat in your text in your chat? Which IFRS is the lengthiest one? Yes, with most pages. Anybody? I think it's IFRS 9. And can anybody guess how many pages are there in IFRS 9? I think IFRS 9 is probably the lengthiest, with I think close to 300 pages. That's I read somewhere. But let's see. So I don't have time to really go through IFRS 9 with whatever number of pages are there. I just need the help of ChatGPT to give me a summary of that. So let's see how does it work. So I go back to ChatGPT again, and I enter my prompt here. Create a one-page summary of IFRS 9 containing salient points in layman language. Right? I'm too lazy. Let's see what comes up. Searching IFRS 9 summary. Visiting different websites like iasplus.com. And now it says I found a summary of IFRS 9, doing research with Bing. Still writing, giving me a one-page summary. Okay, so it looks like quite good summarized statement here on a few pages. I'm not going to read it now, but hopefully that basically this is the gist of the IFRS 9. Another thing is that while it does research from the web or internet, it also gives you references. So it is saying at the beginning of the answer, after a quick search, here is what I have found. Now, what is quick search? I could go on this and click on it, and it would give me the original website it has visited. So you could look all the references or all the sources of the information where it is coming from. So my next question to this is that, look, here is my prompt. Get a copy of the original IFRS to download. So it gave me summary, but I need to show my boss that I have actually gone through the entire IFRS 9. So I need an original text as well. So let me ask this task also to ChatGPT and see what comes up. Okay, so it's back to work again. Doing research on Bing, IFRS 9 full text download. Visiting ifrs.org. Doing a lot of research, very fast. Okay, so it's giving me the, it's giving me the link, IFRS 9 financial statement. Probably I could download the whole full statement from here, and it is coming from ifrs.com website. So rather me spending hours or I don't know how long finding out where this statement I could download. If you ask ChatGPT, it immediately gives you the downloadable link, saving a lot of time, and now you can download directly from here. So that's another advantage of research. Research is a big thing because research really takes a lot of time. You can save tons of time by asking the right question, and it will give you the relevant information with sources. So you could use the source information as well to provide the authenticity of the information you are sharing with anyone else. Let me see what I want to show you next. So there is another feature or another component which says creative writing, which means it is very good at creating creative draft, which means if you have certain tasks or certain message to communicate, you can use that one. So I'm going to use creative writing, and what I'm going to ask, let me go back first to ChatGPT. So here is ChatGPT, right? So let me go to Explore first. And with Explore, I get several options, right? So web browser, Delhi. You see this creative writing coach? I need help with writing a email to my boss. So let me try this one. So I click that, and I'm not sure which screen you are looking at. Okay, you're still on the previous screen, so let me go back. Okay, let me try from here. If I could write something. Okay, so you're on a web browser. Let me see. Okay. So what I want to ask it, that my prompt is, my company has never sent anyone to Harvard for executive education programs. I want to attend a strategy program that costs $20,000. I'm the CFO of the company, and I believe the company can afford, and it's a good investment for them. Write for me a compelling, convincing email to my CEO on my behalf, asking for approval to attend this program. Provide 8 to 10 solid arguments why it is a good idea for the company, right? So all the heavy lifting, I shifted to ChatGPT. Let's see what comes up. Now it's writing the email. Proposal for a strategic investment in executive education program. And if you just look at the bullets, enhance strategic acumen, in innovative financial leadership, competitive edge, expanded business network, organizational growth, blah, 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 blah. Good reasoning. Half of my work is already done here, right? So again, it is not the idea that you just take exactly as it is written here, but it gives you quite good groundwork to fine tune your message for whatever person you're writing to or whatever purpose you are using it. So folks, I have spent an hour and I still left with a lot of other things I want to show you. So what probably I will do recordings of all other use cases and publish you through that recording so you could really go through it. But as I said earlier in the beginning of the session, I'm not an expert and you don't need special expertise into it. Just sit on ChatGPT yourself and spend a couple of hours in one go or in several sessions, and you will find yourself using a lot. Future is now, and the future is that this is not going to stop here. Companies are very interested in improving the efficiency and the productivity, and they are going to recreate or redefine the roles and the job contents. And as I said, that probably you could do double the work what you are doing currently. And if that is the case, companies are not going to keep that many people. So writing on the wall is very clear. And as I'm saying, if you are not wake up now, it would be too late. So jump on ChatGPT. I think $20 per month is not a huge amount, because what you get for $20 in terms of the 4.0 version, it's 10 times more powerful than 3.5. And by the way, 5.0 or 4.5 should appear anytime. So it's progressing very fast. Jump on it, 3.5 or 4.0 better, and start using it. Don't hesitate. This is the main trick. Ask any damn thing comes into your mind and you would learn whether it's possible or not. Usually 99% of the time it comes back with something. It never say no, or hardly say no. Most of the time gives either a technical reason or try to comply it. So learn yourself by interacting with the ChatGPT, and hopefully you will make good progress. And if you need any further guidance from me, I'm available. Otherwise, I'll see that if I could really make a recording of the remainder use cases I want to show you and send to you for further learning. So folks, thank you very much. This was also the first streaming from my side. So also some screens were not working. Apologize for that. But we'll definitely meet very soon. Thank you very much and goodbye now.